guys, my name is Vivian Lee, and in this video, I will walk you through how to create a simple flowchart using diagrams.net. Diagrams.net is a free diagramming application. It is browser-based, which means that you can create, access, and share diagrams all within a web browser. Before I begin building the flowchart, I would like to introduce you to some of the basic flowchart symbols. On the website www.smartdraw.com, they show some of the basics. So let's take a closer look. An oval represents a start or end point. The arrow is a connector that shows relationships between the representative shapes. A parallelogram represents input or output. A rectangle represents a process, and a diamond indicates a decision. Now that you are familiar with the basic symbols, we can start building our flowchart. This will be a simple decision-making flowchart addressing a question I struggle with daily. Should I eat this candy? To get started, in a web browser, type www.diagrams.net. From here, click the Start button. Click on Create New Diagram, select the flowchart, then click on Create. Now you will see a template that you can use. However, for the purpose of this video, I will go ahead and delete this by clicking and dragging the mouse over all the shapes. Then I'm going to press the Delete key on my keyboard. Now let's take a quick tour of this page. On the top, you will find the menu bar. On the left, you will find your shapes. On the right side, you will find all of your styling options. And in the middle, you will have your canvas. So let's begin by adding a title to this flowchart. To insert a text box, double-click on the canvas and click on Text. You can then start typing in your text. Example, should I eat this candy? Now you can click and drag and reposition this text box anywhere on the canvas. You can also double click inside the text box, and then you can increase the font size or choose different font colors. Okay, so let's start by inserting our first symbol, which is the start symbol. So I can do this by clicking on the symbol itself. You see that it now put it on my canvas. I can click and drag to reposition the shape, like so. Now to add a text, simply double click on the shape and type in your text. Now to add the next shape, you can hover over your shape here. You will see the 4 arrows. And if you hover your mouse over the arrow, you will see additional shapes that you can add. So I'm going to select this shape, going to click on it, and you can see that it inserted the shape and automatically linked my shapes together. Again, I'm going to double-click the shape to add my text. So here I open the pantry up and I find the candy. So you can go here and you can adjust the size of your shape to match your font. Okay, now we are ready for the next shape, which is going to be my decision shape. So again, I can hover over this shape here, hover over the arrow, and select the decision shape. Again, you can see how it linked my shapes here automatically. To add text, I'm going to double click in the shape and type in my text. Again, I can drag the corners of this shape to make sure that all of my text fits inside it. Okay, so now I am ready to branch out my decision. So I'm going to, again, hover over the shape and hover over the right arrow, enter my next shape here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other end. So I'm going to hover over the shape, hover over the arrow, and insert my shape. Now I would like to add a yes and no here. So to add a yes or no, I can either double click on the arrow and type in my text. Again, double click the arrow, type in the text, or you could double click on the canvas itself, select text, and then enter a text this way and move your box over. So either way works. All right, so now I'm going to have a little bit of fun with it here. So in the yes, should I eat candy? Here, I'm going to search for a happy symbol. So under search shapes, I'm going to type in happy, enter. And here are some happy shapes. I'm going to select this one here. I'm going to click on it. And now I can click and drag it and resize it so that it fits in my symbol here. And for the other side, I'm going to search for a sad face. So again, I'm going to go here, type in sad, enter, and here is a sad face symbol. So again, I'm going to click on it. It's going to add it to the canvas. I can now click and drag it and adjust it so that it fits in my symbol. I'm going to add one more shape here. So again, I'm going to hover over this shape, hover over the arrow, and select my Terminator. And then I'm going to double click in the shape and type end. All right, so now I need to connect these two shapes together. And this can be easily done, again, by hovering over the shape here, hovering over the arrow. Now press and hold the mouse button and drag it over to the shape that you want to connect to, then release the mouse button. And if you don't like the way that looks, you can grab any of the sections and readjust the lines. Okay, so should I eat this candy? Yes, I'm happy. And that is the end. So let's go here to the no side. So should I eat this candy? No. Well, now I'm sad. So what should I do? Maybe I should ask myself the question again. Should I eat this candy? So to draw a line between these two shapes, I'm going to hover over the shape, click and hold down my mouse button until I get to this shape that I want to connect it to. Okay, so that completes my simple decision-making flowchart. Now, if you can't see all of this in one page, you can go here under the menu bar and you can also change the zoom to, let's say, a smaller zoom, 75% works. Now I can see my entire flowchart on one page. Now the fun stuff. You can go in here and you can customize and stylize your shapes with different colors and different canvas colors. So there's two ways that you can do this. You can either select a style template by clicking here on the Style tab. You can hover your mouse over the different templates just to see what your shapes are going to look like. So this is going to give them more color and maybe make it look more interesting. You can also customize the background color and each shape color by going into the diagram tab. Next to background here, you can click the background color, and if you want to change it, you can select a color or you can enter in the hex color number that you want to use. And now my canvas background color has changed. I can also do that for each individual shape by clicking on the shape. From here, I can select different background colors. As far as the text, I can change the font styles and size and color. As you can see, you can select from a variety of styles. So this ends my presentation. I hope you found it helpful and thanks for tuning in.